This is a test of our prototype for Muriel, the Dementia-bot. Muriel is a chatbot that has been reprogrammed to behave like a person with dementia in a dementia care facility. Muriel is going to be used for training new caregivers, for dealing with dementia patients, gaining their compliance, gaining their trust, just generally interacting with them through a variety of different scenarios. And this is our first scenario. Muriel needs to eat, but Muriel is asleep. And when the game starts up, you have this little help panel that comes up. It'll tell you basic things about the application, commands that you can use to get it to do different things. The chat interface is down here. Right now it's just you type in down at the bottom. Muriel's reply comes up here. You say, hello Muriel, but she's not going to answer because she's asleep. Over here off to the side I have different environmental modifiers that I can give to maybe affect her mood. And the first time you use one of them, you get this little help panel too. So maybe a gentle touch on the back is all she needs, or maybe a friend can come over and to help talk her out of or into whatever it is that you're trying to talk her out of and into. You can give her intervention object, which in this case is represented by a teddy bear, but what Muriel thinks it is, there really isn't any telling. Or I can turn on the TV. Now, each of these different things are going to have different effect. They're going to affect different bots differently. So those are all configurable parameters. I can see what her emotional score is. Right now, her emotional state is asleep. She's also non-compliant. I'll just give her the command to wake her up. And now she's in her, she is in a confused state. If I ask her if she wants to eat, no, she doesn't want to eat. If I ask her how she's doing. So, yeah, she's functioning with the normal parameters. Some of her bot responses are still very much bot response-ish. She has an emotional score currently of 40, which is somewhat agitated. I can change this explicitly over here. So if I take it down to 25, she becomes calm again. 45, she's very agitated. And depending on what her emotional state is, she may respond differently. Some things may work to calm her down when she's already sort of calm, but when she's in this state, it may not work quite so well. She also has a concept of you, the person who's actually conducting the interview, who's actually dealing with her. Right now, she thinks you're polite, and that's going to give you a generally positive response. But she can also think that you're abusive or critical. And if you say something that makes her think of you as abusive or critical, then the responses that you get are going to be, I guess, less supportive. So I get her emotional score down to about 30. She's still somewhat confused and uncompliant, but I can give her her intervention object, and that's enough to bring her down into compliance. First I have to learn to spell, and then I can ask her if she wants to eat. She says, okay, there will be hot dogs. Congratulations, you've just won. Muriel has reached a state of Zen compliance. She thinks of you as polite, and she wants to go eat. That concludes this test of the Muriel bot system. Thank you for watching.